hundreds of battles throughout the season, we finally determine a champion tonight. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings you the biggest game of them all, the Super Bowl. Tonight, with a hallowed Lombardi trophy in the building, it's a battle to raise it at midfield between the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, happy to have you with us. And this is an unusual spot to be, Brock. Both teams here, they have fought and earned their way to this one. Yet this still looks like could be one of the more lopsided Super Bowl matchups that we have seen in our time in the NFL.
It looks that way on paper, but we know. We've watched it through the centuries. Right? We know that upsets happen in this moment. Broadway Joe's guarantee and the Jets win in just the third. So this moment match is those Giants shock the Patriots in their perfection. And that lesser-known Tom Brady, yeah, they too got past the greatest show on turf. This moment, underdogs emerge.
A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former third overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. I think this is one of those moments you just go back in that backyard as a kid and you close your eyes and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Up the sideline, past the 45. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. But come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
First and 10, Darnold. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. From the gun, Darnold. Steps up, and he's running with it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This is Walker on second. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. He'll try and run this. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Design quarterback run here. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. Okay, already a big decision to make on your opening drive, Brock. Is this 4-down territory, or do you take the field goal and be happy to start off with some points?
Well, remember, Kate, and I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be. Certainly not the amount of points they wanted when they began this drive, and certainly when they got into scoring territory, but it's always nice to look up in a Super Bowl and have a lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Kate, this is one of those moments that I so wish we had those thought bubbles, that we could see and hear every thought going through his mind as he runs on the field on this Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure there's some anxiety. I'm sure there's a little bit of nervousness. But I know when that ball gets snapped in his hands, this guy is ready for this moment because he's proved it all season long. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
It's a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. And he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds his back, Harvey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for Broncos. First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. But man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
A gain of 9 yards.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
1st and 10, it's Harvey. Jukes away from one. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers, but they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Nix with it on 1st. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. Caught by his back. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Nix from the gun. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll air it out on 3rd. Yeah, set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Young on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Darnold. Short pass brought in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New set of downs from the 37. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Darnold. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So Super Bowl 60, a quarter of the way done. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Santa Clara coming up. Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a 29-yard gain, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
From the red zone on 1st. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And again, it's Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's Darnold. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Harvey now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Nix off the play action. This is Ingram working the left side. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Second down, give to Harvey. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Harvey once more. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 47-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Nix now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
A 4-yard gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Now elsewhere on the return, there's an injured player in need of some attention, which he will get as trainers head his way. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Broncos corral it. And this return will reach the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead.
Hey, any big moment is going to check your resolve in a Super Bowl, and this is no exception right here, okay? You just put it on the deck. This guy's hands are going to be shaking the next time he touches it. And this defense, well, their confidence has got to be sky high with that game-changing play.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos tie things 10-10. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Young on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. From the gun, Darnold. Rolling left, buying some time, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Darnold. That won't be caught outright, it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. He's got his man. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 8 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
1st and 10, Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. Here's a screen now for Walker. He gets the first and more to the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's Darnold, first and 10. Connects on the crosser. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
First down, Seahawks.
Well, Brock, things are dead even as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Super Bowl 60 and Santa Clara in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the red zone now. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Broncos 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Seattle.
Harvey now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Broncos running their offense out once again. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Nix from the gun. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Once more, it's Nix. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
You can do it! Come on, 3 more points.
3 points are huge.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Nix to throw again. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
3rd down and goal.
This is a pivotal moment on the game's biggest stage, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing the deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Young on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And they've got a little over 30 seconds to work with. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. This is Cox. That's Walker. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Please, we need it. Straight through the upright. You can do it. Straight through the upright.
1 play in, and they are already close to midfield. Throwing here, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And again, it's Darnold. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So that is 2 quarters in the books here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. Now over to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our third quarter. Well, we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Broncos with their offense headed out for our first possession of the half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Rolling from the gun here. This is Ingram working the left side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. It's Harvey straight ahead. Kicked it outside, found himself about 4 yards as a result. It's 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Harvey gets it on the counter. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Reek Willett.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I got a sense, Kate. He went to bed last night dreaming, can I get a sack? Can I find a way to get to the quarterback? Well, he didn't do it just once. He's now done it twice.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. And they avoid a return on the play. This one bounces and gets out at the 25-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba right side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. They get 19 on that pickup. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
1st down, Seahawks.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Walker on first down. Bounced it outside, but still no luck as he's brought down at the line. Second down coming up. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, Darnold absolutely fires this one right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
The Broncos and running back R.J. Harvey. They're ready for their next drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points. Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
You can do better.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Cook out wide, complete. And he drives it up to the 24. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Third down, they need 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's got Sutton, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
A loss of 5
Just
yards.
think of the pantheon he has joined. Only a select few have notched 3 sacks in a single Super Bowl, Kate. Headlined, of course, by the incomparable Reggie White. This is a player you just feel like who knew what was on the line tonight, and he is maximizing this opportunity.
After the sack could really use a big play here on 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15. Now Nix. Will finds his back. Harvey. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll work against the blitz. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
New set of downs from 37. They give up the middle to Harvey. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender fails, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Seahawks 37-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. That's complete right side. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
That's a gain of 8.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
On 3rd and 2, here's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to run for it. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Shotgun handout to Harvey. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Staying on the ground here with Harvey. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
All you need is a slip back. Guys, we can do better.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Lutz. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 3.
23. Seahawks 20.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Young on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks offense running out now. And this group feeling a little urgency to make the most of this one, Brock, after they threw that interception the last time out.
Yeah, we know there's no more predictive stat in the NFL than giving the ball away. We walk that fine line as a quarterback. You can't play timid and scared to make a mistake, but you know you can't put the ball again in the other team's hands.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Walker now from the gun. Continuing to move past the 45. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Play fake, Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Short side option here. He's running left. He's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run, Brock. That brings up 3rd down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Hard to believe, but just 1 quarter left in our season. We're through 3 in Super Bowl 60. It's Seahawks football. They need to make up this deficit quick for a chance at the title. All set now. 1st and 10. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Staying with Walker. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks take a 4-point lead.
The score, Seahawks 27, Broncos 23.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Seattle.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here comes the Bronco offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Harvey. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Hits him on the in route. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Giving this to Harvey. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
That's another Broncos 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Nix from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
Nix again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
Well, simply put, Brock, they absolutely need to have the conversion here on 4th down. They'll run for this, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A split second, all to get the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst to surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
All set to go now from the 35. He's getting to stretch his legs a little bit here. And nothing was going to help him escape that. And he gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Throwing here, Nix. He's got a man left, and he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Here's Harvey running from the zone read. Robbed by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
It's 4th
So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
I bet you, Kate, if we were down there right in his mind, as that ball sailed good through the uprights, his mind was already thinking about the next one. If this score holds and he gets another opportunity, the game could be on the line with that one.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Young on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Going on first, here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on second. To throw, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Back to throw it. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Broncos offense all set to go. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. Bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Here's Nix to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Looking to throw. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. That's caught. Here's Zach shoving it. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now motion him out of the backfield. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
Six defensive backs out there. Broncos going dime here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Seahawks holding just a 1-point advantage. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Denver set to take the field on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. He'll look to throw it. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20. Here he is to throw. He finds his back, Harvey. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And that is not something this offense could afford, Brock. That's going to bring up 4th and long.
This is just simply one of those once-in-a-lifetime performances defensively, Kate. He is playing like a champ, and now he has the NFL record for sacks in the Super Bowl with 4, while tying the unofficial record of the Steelers' great L.C. Greenwood. Well done, my friend.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen on one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's a design run. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. And in their first appearance in over a decade, Brock, I know we're both excited about this one. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champions for a 2nd time. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end, really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle-tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So for our entire crew here at EA Sports, for my partner Brock